Hello and welcome to Prudent Media News. First a look at the top stories. When Kankon was hit with flash floods the same day and at the same time, similar floods killed 24 people and made 700 people homeless in a city of Italy in Europe. Watch a Prudent Media exclusive. If so many Sanatan followers are involved in terror activities, then there is something wrong with the Sanatan ideology. DIG Ravindra Yadav tells Prudent in an exclusive interview, says handing over the case to CBI is useless. Bosco George calls allegations on Goa police in Scarlet case fit for garbage, says Fiona and Vikram Verma are crying over spilt milk. India needs mechanism to keep watch on discipline of judges, says former Karnataka High Judge M.F. Saldana. Sporting Club de Goa take on Salgaonkar Sports Club in I-League on Sunday. And Goan under-19 batsmen not reading rival bowlers properly, says coach Avinash Aware. And now the news in detail. 2nd October was not a nightmare only for the people of Kankon. It was much worse for the people of Messina. Messina is a city of southern island called Sicily. It's an autonomous region of Italy. Yes, the flash floods hit these two parts of the world on the same day at the same time on Friday 2nd October 2009. Around 7 o'clock in the morning in Italy and at around 10:30 in the morning in India. The time difference between these two countries is exactly 3.5 hours. Watch this exclusive report.
It was early morning at around 7 o'clock. People of Messina woke up with the flash floods due to heavy rains. It was raining since Thursday late night on 1st October, just like in Goa. The city reported 9 inches of rain in 3 hours. Messina is the third largest city of Sicily region with an area of 211 square kilometers and a population of 2.5 lakh. It's located at the bottom of the hill range. The torrential floods knocked over buildings, buried vehicles, roads and railways choked with mud, and people rushed on the rooftops. 24 people died and 30 are still missing. More than 700 people have been left homeless. See these visuals. The helicopter is brought for the rescue operation. You can see the hill behind. Water suddenly burst out through the thick soil of the hill and washed away everything. Buildings, cars, roads and even human beings. Technically, it's called a mudslide. Weather experts in Italy termed it as a freak cyclone. Watch this ITN news of 2nd October.
Hope is fading for finding any more survivors of Thursday's rainstorms in Sicily. The death toll from the weather and landslides has now reached at least 20, but Prime Minister Silvio Berlusconi says the number of victims could more than double, as 30 people are still missing. Rescue workers have been digging through the mud around Messina, where the landslides destroyed houses and washed away roads, but hopes of finding any more survivors are dimming by the hour. 80 people were injured and hundreds more left homeless.
When it happened in Kankon in Goa, India, it was happening in Messina in Sicily in Italy. Whether it's just a coincidence or there is a relation between these two is for the experts committee to find out. Bureau Report, Prudent Media.
In an exclusive interview to Prudent Media, DIG of Goa Police, Ravindra Yadav has criticized the ideology of Sanatan. Yadav has said that the involvement of Sanatan followers in some of the recent bomb blast cases clearly indicates that there is something wrong with the ideology of the organization. Yadav has also said that there is no point in handing over the case to the CBI, as CBI would not be able to do anything more than what Goa Police is doing.
In an exclusive chat with our news editor Pramod Acharya, DIG Ravindra Yadav pointed out that involvement of Sanatan followers in Thane Vashi Panvel blast clearly suggests that there is something wrong with Sanatan's ideology.
Since Sanstha's activists were involved in Maharashtra blast, 2006, 2008, and now they are involved in this. So there is something definitely wrong with the ideology of the organization. When you talk of spirituality and contentment and things which are, I would say, related to God, then how come these activists were very active members of the Sanstha, how come they indulge in terrorist acts?
He said that Chief Minister could have been the target in Madgaon blast. Police investigation also indicates that this could have been a plot to spur riots in Goa.
The Chief Minister's function was nearby and he was supposed to be the chief guest of that function. So there is a possibility that he might be a target. But most importantly, what I feel, since it was Diwali Eve and a lot of celebrations were there, so this has to be seen in that perspective, that the damage, the injuries, all could have led to feelings which could have risen to a very appreciable extent and lead to enmity between different communities and further lead to serious riots or something like that.
Yadav expressed his confidence in the investigation by Goa police and said that even CBI will not be able to do anything more.
If someone feels that we transfer it to CBI and they do it,
nothing spectacular is going to come out of it.
Nothing spectacular is going. I am just going to say, they may take longer time, may do a more professional job, but I don't feel that we are doing something that is inadequate.
Yeah.
For more, watch Head On, an exclusive chat with DIG Yadav after our Konkani Bulletin. Bureau Report, Prudent Media.
Bosco George, the man who monitored the investigation of Scarlet murder case, has come down heavily on the critics of Goa police in this case. In an exclusive chat with our reporter Laukik Shilkar, Bosco called the allegations on Goa police fit for garbage. He has taken a dig at Vikram Verma and Scarlet's mother Fiona and has said that their argument about destruction of evidence is crying over spilt milk. He has said that CBI charge sheet vindicates Goa police's stand.
In an exclusive chat with Prudent, SP of North Goa Bosco George highlighted that all the allegations made on Goa police in Scarlet murder case have become fit for garbage after the CBI charge sheet.
There was no third conspiracy. They made a big issue that there was political and there was drug deals. I think all this is fit for the garbage right now.
Bosco stressed upon the fact that CBI charge sheet has vindicated the stand of Goa police in Scarlet murder case.
For me, I feel Goa police has stand vindicated against all those who had alleged that there was a conspiracy, that there was more than 2 accused, that there was orgy of committed on Goan soil. I mean, the media, and especially the Western media, went outrageously against the police department, trying to paint Goa in such a despicable face. I think this is a very good vindication of the stand taken by the Goa police.
Bosco ridiculed the argument of Fiona and Vikram Verma about the destruction of evidence in the case. He said that they are crying over spilt milk by bringing up such baseless arguments.
I think they are crying over spilt milk. They wanted to paint Goa in a very bad nature.